Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. I'm hungover and this is Helper, and we're going to make a video today. Although
hell or high water.
Yeah, we're gonna do it. So if my makeup looks bad and my hair looks bad and I'm not wearing anything cute, that's exactly why. If my face is like 10 times more orange than my neck, I don't know what to tell you. Let's get into some Vib recommendations.
A few different eye palette recommendations. I did want to mention our Charlotte Tilbury quads. These are divine. They are really gorgeous in their own like very special way. I have both of the Palette of Pops quads. So this one is the Pillow Talk Palette of Pops. So it's all like those rosy tones and they're all shimmers. And then I have this one, which is called Dazzling Diamonds. It has this pop of like teal down there. These shimmers are so sheer and toppery and glittery. Think Just a Kiss from the original Dose of Colors Desi Katie palette. And imagine it in other tones.
It's beautiful.
Stunning.
They're
Stunning.
beautiful.
They are really gorgeous. I love every look I do with these. I feel like a superstar.
And this is one of the Pat McGrath. The minis though, don't worry. This is, what is it called? The Use Without Caution. Nope. The Celestial Divinity Luxe Quad Interstellar Icon. That's what it's called. Looks like this. This is such a fun palette. I want to use it a little bit more, but like
We haven't used it on camera yet, but I love the looks that come out of it.
Stunning. I love this deep burgundy color. It's like hella pigmented, like just a heads up. It's hella pigmented. I always build it up and then I'm like trying to blend it out. I'm like, wow! That's a lot. But this palette is stunning. None of them are her astral kind of special shades, but they are like a little bit, they're a step up from her standard metallics.
I feel like that too.
Like
They're
in between.
Yeah, they're extra creamy.
However, the packaging on this one is not as good as the last round.
It's very like cheapy compared to all of her other ones, which is kind of confusing. I did want to mention also, when it comes to luxury brands, you might be able to find a similar or better discount on their website directly. So if you are looking to buy from Pat McGrath for like a full-size palette or Natasha Denona, I would check their websites first and make sure they're not running any sales, because sometimes they do that to compete with like Sephora and Ulta during this like sale time. So. And we have a couple of Natasha Denona palettes to talk about. This one is newer, but I still really recommend this. It's really gorgeous. This is the Circo Loco palette. It's her only truly all colorful palette, like bright palette. And every single shade that I have used in here has worked wonderfully. The formula is beautiful. These shimmers are very similar to that Pat McGrath quad in texture. They're very ultra creamy. And the mattes blend beautifully. So I do like this quite a bit.
Yeah. The other Natasha Denona palette we're going to recommend is going to be the Bronze palette. This is, to me, one of the best neutral palettes of all time. I wish Soft Glam, I wish I would have had this before Soft Glam, because I wanted to love Soft Glam and I hated everything about that palette. Like every time I used it, I'm like, I wasn't a fan. This palette, however, every single time I use it, I feel stunning.
Like the best.
I feel stunning. So I love this thing. I think it's her best quality as far as mini palettes next to the Metropolis.
It's a gorgeous one. And if you like warm tone neutrals, I don't see how you'd go wrong with that. I guess we have a few other eye products to talk about. These are more multi-use. These are the Danessa Myricks color fixes. We have all the matte ones here. This one is Exposed, which is probably my favorite. This is one of the most gorgeous like cool toned lip colors.
Yeah.
As well as it makes for a great like contour type base on your eyes and cheeks. This one here is Creme Brulee, which is just a gorgeous like rosy nude. Love this as well. And then this is the white one called, you're really gonna put white font on a white product?
Lift.
I knew that. This one's called Lift. This one we don't use much as like a real eyeshadow. This is more of like a liner type product for us, but still really stunning. You can't get every single one of the color fixes on Sephora, but these are the three
Most
on
of the
Sephora
neutral
that I
ones
would
you can.
recommend. Yeah.
Now we're going on to foundations. Now this is the Natasha Denona Foundation X. It's got a fairly good range if I recall, but she could expand a little bit in her shade ranges. But I really do like this foundation. This is a really nice satin, not too matte foundation on my skin. But I also have a lot of glowy products under it. But I haven't ever seen anybody really rave or hate this foundation. I think it's stunning. I really like it.
It's a really lightweight formula for having so much coverage, and it makes you look airbrushed.
Oh, it's so gorgeous.
Poreless. And I have a couple products here. This is a couple foundations. This is the Huda Beauty Stick Foundation. I actually like this quite a bit. It's definitely not a dewy finish, but it is more of a satin, and it looks really nice on my skin despite it being a stick foundation, which is kind of rare. In my experience, I have horrible luck with stick foundations aside from this one and the one from Makeup Revolution. This range is better. This is definitely more of a light coverage. Like, I have to build this to medium, but I like it a lot for that. Like, I feel like it's more unique to the market in that way, and it is very customizable as far as what kind of texture you want it to be on your skin, you know? And then next, this is the Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer. I wish, I can't use this, or I haven't been using this as much as I'd like to since I got it for our birthday? Yeah, she got it for me for our birthday. And I've been, you know, panning other foundations, so I haven't been using this one a ton. But this is a really great tinted moisturizer. I find this one is best applied with your hands. You're not going to get this to build up. This one definitely, though, has that really juicy finish. Like, it's so pretty.
Okay, so this, I wish there were more than one shade, but this is the Dior little Backstage contour palette. So I wanted this for freaking ever. Vic got it for me for our birthday, right? Yeah, for our birthday. Because for some reason, every time I saw this, I wanted it. It's literally a contour palette. I love this thing. This thing is stunning. I use it for my faux freckles. I use it for contour. I use it for, you know, the normal stuff. But I just love the tones in here. I mean, it does go pretty deep. Like, it goes from fairly light to fairly deep. If you were like fair, you could probably even use this one as like a very light bronzer if you wanted to. But like, I just like it. It's so nice. The powders are so nice. They're so smooth. I've never found a contour palette that like I apply smoothly. You know, it always skips. This one doesn't. Love her.
Next, this is the Tower 28 Bronzino. This is in West Coast. They have another shade, which I think is a little deeper and more red toned, if I'm not mistaken. But essentially, I'm pretty sure this is just supposed to be a bronzy, shimmery cream product. So I use this as a cream bronzer, and normally I'm not the biggest fan of like a shimmery cream bronzer. Like, I feel like it normally looks weirdly metallic because it's either that the base pigment is not strong enough, so it just looks like I have a deep highlight all over my skin, or it's just way too shimmery. But this one, it's like a happy medium. I just think it makes my skin look nice. I do prefer this, though, on more natural makeup days rather than like a foundation. Like, I would put this with a tinted moisturizer rather than like a typical coverage kind of product.
I can't show you the inside. Well, I can, but it's not the product. The only thing from the inside that is what it was is this shade. So this is the Natasha Denona Bloom palette. Oh my freaking god, this is the Natasha Denona Bloom palette, and I've used it up.
It was the Natasha Denona Bloom palette.
Now it's housing other things smushed in there, but this is such a beautiful palette, and I feel like it's pretty versatile in terms of skin tones. If you're really fair, you may not like it. And same if you have like really deep skin, you might not like it. But really anything in between, I've seen people love. I think that some, like the powder highlighter is one of the best powder highlighters I've ever tried.
It's really beautiful.
It's such a stunning palette and such a good formula. And then they've got a lighter cream blush and then the deepest cream blush, so you can mix them. One of them's more supposed to be like a cream highlighter, but I still used it as a blush. It's so pretty. It's such a good spring palette. It looks amazing on the eyes too. I loved the hell out of this thing. Obviously, if I finished
most of her face palettes I really like. Like, I used up almost everything in the contour palette. And then we have the Diamond and Blush, the lightest one, and that one is also...
What was the bronze one? The bronze?
The tan.
The tan.
The tan palette is really nice as well if you fit into that sort of bronzer category. The only one we don't have is like the Love Glow cheek palette, and then the newest Love Glow duo, I think. Yeah. But we also have like a little blush duo from her. Her products are always pretty spot on in my opinion. So I don't think you can go wrong with any of her cheek palettes.
Yeah.
I'm going to mention this in case it hasn't been fully discontinued yet, but I think this one's on its way out. It's always on sale at Sephora, so you could probably get an extra discount on it. This is the Fenty Matchstick in Chili Mango. It is so pretty. It's just this bright orange blush with a ton of like shimmer running through it. Oh, it's beautiful. I love it so much. I prefer to use these warmed up on the back of my hand and then use a brush or something to apply them. Normally a brush rather than a sponge. I don't want to draw this directly on my face at all, but this color is just divine. I don't know why this is being discontinued. Who's not wearing this color? Why not? It makes no sense.
And then we have 2 Rare Beauty blushes. These are the Dewy formulas. I guess we got lucky in that regard. Thank you, Kayla. But this is this is the shade Lucky, and this is the shade Happy. Very cute. This is the best hot pink blush I've ever tried in my life. It is so
pigmented for days.
Oh my god, yeah. These are super pigmented, which is why we like them. We like a lot of blush. I don't like see why you wouldn't want a lot of blush, but like that's fine. And this one's just your standard kind of pink toned, but it's a little like
it's a little peachy.
Yeah, there's like a very small hint of peach in it, which makes it, I think, the most like lively pink blush
I love to use this like mixed in with like my more corally blushes.
It just pinks it out a little. I don't know. These are so good. I think I might pick up Love in the VIB sale because that one looks so cute. They need to come out with like a red one. Rare Beauty.
Bright orange.
Yeah.
Anything?
Anything, yeah. These are like the best blushes I've ever tried.
Many of Fenty highlights will be mentioned here. We have a few Diamond Bombs. This is the original one, which is by far my favorite.
It looks so nasty.
It looks so gross. It is so beautiful. It's so beautiful. If you haven't bought this, I think you're stupid.
You really need to buy it.
You really need to get it. And this is the Rosé Rave one. I feel like this one, the shimmer in here is a little more toned down.
Yeah.
But it is still really, really gorgeous. And I think it's the perfect like pink tone where it's not like overly pink. It has a lot of like rosy peach in it, which I just think makes it a little more approachable as far as a pink highlighter goes. That paired with its like sheerness is just very helpful. And then we also have the little Fenty Glow one, but I think that one is no longer available. But that little set was pretty nice. So if you want the Fenty Glow set and it's still on Sephora, might as well add that to cart too. But the last one here is not a Diamond Bomb, but it is the What a Brat highlight in the Kilowatt formula. Ugh.
Bomb.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. It is a little too deep on me as like if I really, really build it up, but with like a fluffier kind of brush, it's just
or even as like a really big blush topper.
Pink sparkle. It's so, I love it on the eyes too. It's just divine.
It sure is. Okay, so we have a couple more makeup products, and then we have a couple hair products after this. But this is the Milk Makeup Kush Lash Primer. I've not tried the Kush mascara. Now, number one, this component is weighted as fuck. I've maimed myself a lot of times with this thing. It's so...
You could like kill a burglar with it.
And while we're talking about it, we ran out, but the Tom Ford Badass Black Mascara is one of the best on the market. It's like $100 and has no weight to it. So like Tom Ford,
it's
like,
$50.
I could carry this as a weapon. It would hurt. Anyway, this is the best lash primer on the market. Hear me out, okay? Not only does it lengthen, but bitch, if this is not the thickest lash primer on the planet, it's like night and day difference. Like ours is pretty much dry to the bone, so I'll probably pick up another one. But like all of my mascaras, I like really clumpy lashes. That's my personal style, but Vic doesn't, and her lashes always look really, really good. So like if you're like, this bitch always has clumpy lashes, I'm not trusting you. Well, it's a personal preference. So this is really, really nice.
It's very nice.
Nobody talks about it.
It's the only one that I have found that is just as good, if not better, than the L'Oreal one.
Better.
It just depends on what I'm looking for that day. I still love the L'Oreal one, so if you need a cheaper alternative, go that route. It's really nice. But there's just something about this one and this formula that's just, it's different and it's really nice. And we have a couple of lip products. I guess I'll have to check shades and see if they have this one on Sephora. I think they should. This is the Lancôme L'Absolu La Cure in, what, 202? Yeah, 202. I don't know what the actual color is called, but it's just this gorgeous, like, light, rosy, beigey nude. I even like this color, and that's saying something. I don't like pink. This formula, for one, is just, it feels like a pillow. Not a matte pillow, a glossy pillow. That's the thing about these. They are very thick and pillow-like, but they last really, really long on the lips without being really sticky or like gunking up in any way. I bought this when we were in Rome or Bosnia. I can't remember where I actually picked it up. But this was the lip color of my dreams. I was looking for the perfect like wedding nude. Like not like a concealer nude. And not like a deeper nude. I needed like a perfect in the middle of the road sort of lip color, and this friggin' did it for me. I love this thing. And lastly, we have the Charlotte Tilbury Kim KW lipstick. This one is sort of similar to ColourPop Boy. Rachel's definitely used the crap out of it. It's definitely a very light pink sort of nude. It has a lot of peach in it. Yeah, it has some peach in it, also has some beige in it. But camera's done. But this formula is a really nice matte formula, and I really like this kind of color.
So there's not really any skincare I would recommend from Sephora. Like there's a couple masks I really like, but I don't really mask.
But overall, our skincare routine right now is drugstore. So
I don't really have anything for you there, but you know, Drunk Elephant I hear great reviews on. What the fuck is that? Okay, anyway, not really much in terms of skincare that I'm going to recommend to you, but I do have a lot of hair care, aka Olaplex. So this is the number 3 mask. This is the big one. They only sell the small ones right now, I believe. This mask is fire flame. I will never stop recommending Olaplex. I did try another hair treatment. It's a protein treatment, not a bodybuilder like Olaplex is, but it's really, really good. So if you have fresh bleached hair, it's the Apogee something. I'll insert a picture. But if you're looking for a bodybuilder, which I don't really know what it is, but I sure like it. I personally put this on dry hair and leave it overnight or for a few hours. I'm not going to use this the way it's recommended, where you put it on in the shower and like leave it for 15 minutes before you condition. I don't think that's
as effective.
It's not as effective, and this shit is expensive, especially for this is like the normal like bottle size. Like this is small for a hair mask, and I have short hair, bro. I go through these things so fast. So in my opinion, I just leave it on overnight on dry hair. So
you want to get the most out of every lash drop that you get.
Yeah. This is not the number 3. This is the number 6, the Blonde Smoother. I bought 2 of these because I thought they were a mask when they first dropped, and I love Olaplex, so.
Twas not a mask.
No, 'twas not a mask. 'Twas the best thing I've ever bought in my life. It's just a leave-in conditioner, but God, it really has made a huge difference in my hair. Like it feels so, oh, I didn't put it in today. I forgot. Since I'm hungover, I showered, and then what do I do after that? I lay there and I throw up. No, this makes your hair so smooth and so soft,
but you just need a tiny, tiny, tiny bit, which makes it a really good bang for your buck.
Not even a pea-sized amount.
No.
Like, it's...
Think small and then go smaller.
It's really, really nice. The way that I personally use these kind of leave-in products is instead of just like rubbing it in my hands and smoothing it all over, I scrunch it into the ends to avoid getting it all up in my roots to make my hair greasy. That's what I do. I brush through it.
I do rub it in my hands, but I do it in almost like a lotion way. Like I put it all over the backs of my hands, the middle, and then I go through, so then I don't have like uneven distribution all over my hands.
Once I do the scrunch, I'll go over and do it at the top of my head because it helps with like all the little frizzies you have, like from breakage or just, you know, baby hairs. But this is one of my favorite Olaplex products to exist next to the mask. I love this stuff. One more Olaplex. This is not an ad, but if you want it to be, sponsor us. This is the number 7 bonding oil. It's so cute. It shouldn't be so small, but it's cheaper than the other Olaplex stuff. Jesus. Excuse me, my hiccup. This is the best hair oil ever.
It's not as, I have a tendency to hate hair oils or any sort of conditioning hair products because my scalp gets so oily. That hair oil though is very lightweight, but still really like effective in what it's supposed to do. Like it works really, really well for my hair.
Yeah, I really, really like this stuff. I didn't even expect to like it very much. I just kind of picked it up on a whim thinking like, oh, this will be helpful when I bleach out my hair next.
Love it.
Yeah, so nice.
Never buying another hair oil again.
Then just one more product from me. This is my favorite perfume, period, ever in existence. This is the Atelier Vanilla Incense Cologne. This size is $80. 80, yeah, you heard that right. I literally have never bought a luxury perfume in my life until I bought this, because I bought a sample size, because Miss Samantha Ravenel was raving about it, and I'm like, well, I want to smell like Sam. I bet she smells delicious. I've never met her, but I can only assume. This is just really, really strong vanilla.
Not my person.
More of a musky vanilla, but I really, really like this, and it lasts all day on my skin. I really like it. I don't know what to tell you. Every time I put it on, I feel sexy as hell, so.
I'm sure if you like vanilla scents, you'll be a big fan of that one. Like if you love the like Brazilian Bum Bum Cream or one like that kind of thing, you'll probably go nuts over that. I personally hate those scents, so
yeah, she don't like it. But
it does last all day.
Sure does. But that is all for our video today. I don't think we're missing anything, but if we are, then I guess sorry.
Tough nuggets.
Yeah, I mean, we recommend really any of the Natasha, Nona palettes and the Pat McGrath palettes, so like, do with that what you will. But let us know if let us know what you're picking up in the sale, or what you want us to pick up in the sale. Our dad said that we should start spending more money so we can do more first impressions so we can get monetized. And I'm like, Dad,
my father's trying to feed our shopping.
What a good idea. So I probably will pick up a couple things in the sale, but like nothing crazy. I'll try, but we'll do a haul. Anyway, so sorry for today. Thank you so much for watching. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye.